Got a fresh, pretty much new Camry here to get us going for car number 12 with the bulletproof bubble ceramic coat action. She is pretty clean, as you see. Shouldn't have much to do to this thing to get her ready for coating. I'm only gonna give it a light polish. We're just gonna brighten it up much as we can so when that ceramic goes over, she can really glow. And we really gonna see how good we are at making things gloss because white is the hardest thing to make gloss. So we'll see. Sit back and enjoy the show. Now that the car is all cleaned up, I want to move on to decontaminating the paint. First, I'm going to do a chemical decontamination that I'm spraying now, followed by a mechanical decontamination using a clay mitt and clay lubricant. The chemical I'm using dissolves iron particles and turns them purple, which allows you to rinse them away from the paint so that you are not further scratching the paint while you're trying to polish the scratches away. The majority of the particles are usually on the bottom half of your car from brake dust, sometimes from industrial fallout. This is automotive grade clay. This is what it all started with as far as pulling the deep embedded dirt out of the paint. A lot of people moved over to synthetic materials like this. This is a clay mitt. I also have a speed clay. It's another composite material. You couple this lubricant with this and you can get everything out of there. So that's what we're gonna do. If I use this, it'll be because I need a small area I can't get to with this. Just let the mitt glide across the surface. Don't use any pressure. And you'll feel it start smoothing out. I can feel this part smoothing out now. We'll come back with a plastic bag and check our results. If it's good enough, I'll just keep proceeding until the whole car is done. Now trust the bag. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Feel coarse over there, smooth over here. All right, let's get it done. Now it's time to have a little fun with the polisher. Initially, I thought I would be able to just give the car a good polish, but after further examination of the paint, I did observe quite a few swirls and the hood had some pretty deep straight line scratches that I knew would be really tough to remove if they could be done at all. So I decided to go with my 3D 2-in-1 cutting compound and finishing polish, paired with my blue Lake Country stiff pad to really help cut down the swirls and scratches, and also really good at finishing to a high sheen. It ended up being a pretty good match because I was able to remove most of the defects overall throughout the car, and I really did minimize the hood scratches. After wiping away all of the residue from the polishing compound, you want to use a really good inspection light to observe your results. Some of the defects are pretty tough to find, so you have to use some good angles and sometimes a couple of different lightings, depending on what kind of background lighting you may have at the moment. I was pretty pleased with my results. Just a little celebration. Okay, back to business. Got a little bit of a slow leak or need to be topped off? Don't worry, I got you. We looking for HD clarity over here, baby. Finishing up with the mini rotary polisher. The Camry didn't present many obstacles today, so I didn't have to do too much switching up. The Camry is ready for a fresh coat of the black ice. She is all polished up. She has been wiped down. There's nothing left on the surface. We are ready to coat. But after 12 hours going straight, I am pretty exhausted. I cannot lie. I would love to coat this thing right now, but DG's 23 just does not have the energy. So we're gonna pick back up bright and early in the morning and coat this baby up. She is looking beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. She's that much whiter, brighter, and glossier, as you can see. But tomorrow is gonna be the truth. So stay tuned for the finale. Got a little experiment I want to do today, and a little bonus for my customer actually. You know, this is supposed to be just for trim, 18 months. It's kind of an off-label use, but the company has backed that it can last 2 to 4 months on rubber. So we're gonna put it on her tires as tire shine and see how long it lasts. I didn't really decontaminate the tires that great, so if I can get 1 month out of it, that'd be great. And then I know it's worth decontaminating and applying it and offering it to customers. So let's see how it lays down. Wait 15 minutes, wipe away the excess. It should harden up, no residue. See how long it lasts. And we have the star of the show, Mr. Black Ice himself. Always ensure that your chemicals are evenly distributed. Upon your first application, you really want to saturate the applicator. After that, you'll only need 3 to 5 sprays depending on the size of the panel. Very little needed of this product. A little goes a very, very long way. I like to start on the outer edge of the hood and work my way inward using any body lines to guide me so that I know where I have gone and where I need to go. When you feel the applicator start to grab just a little bit, go ahead and give yourself a couple more sprays and start your crosshatch pattern. That'll ensure that you don't miss a spot. Just take your time and pay attention to where you have gone and where you are going. At this point, I'm just waiting for the product to flash. In this case, I'm not looking for a rainbow effect. The product will simply disappear. You will not see anything, but you definitely have to level the coating, taking away any excess, or you will leave what they call high spots. It's all over, said and done. And man, look at the gloss on that white paint. Golly, that's a total mirror. Even the wheels is shining harder. Ceramic them too. Gave them a deeper, darker black and a little gloss. Put that Cera trim on them wheels. See how long that's gonna last. Man, man, man. Even the glass has obtained more reflection. We got the ceramic everywhere. You know we do. Door handles, inside, everywhere. She's just glowing. While we got a dry spot and some sun, let's get her out here and see what she really looks like. Man, I am proud. And I'm sure my customer will be too. All right. All right, before we check out these final results out in the sun, I had to jump to the future. As you see, it's the next day, it's raining outside. The customer stopped by yesterday to get some personal belongings out of her vehicle. And of course she observed the paint, and she thought it was amazing. Her husband loved it too. Mind you, neither one of them have seen it outside yet, so that just shows you the beauty of the ceramic. Even under these lights, it's still amazing to people in person. So she asked if I could work a little magic inside. So I said, okay, of course I can. How can I tell my customers no? My specialty's outside, but I'll jump inside too. I'm not the biggest expert on interior detail, but I got enough sense to get the job done. And I got a couple easy little simple products I'm gonna use. We're gonna go in there and clean the door jambs, the doors, the seats, steering wheel, dashboard, console, everything we can get our hands on, using Optimum No Rinse, which is a really versatile product. You can do all kind of stuff with no rinse. I've started using that as my clay bar lube too. But in a 2-to-1, in a 2-ounce to 1 gallon dilution, I can spray it on the interior, get it down to just bare materials real quick, and then I'm gonna come behind that with TLC, the last coat. The same thing I use for the topper on the ceramic. It's also a really versatile product. It can protect your interior for 6 months plus. UV protection, also repels the dirt and dust. And when you clean it, it means it's a breeze. You won't probably hardly ever have to use any soaps or detergents or cleaners. Just a nice cloth, wipe off the dust, and that's gonna take a while to build up as it is. So that's what we're gonna try to do for her, and we'll take a little view inside before, and then we'll check it out after and see how good we done. All right, we'll see. All right, as you can see, customer takes really good care of her car. I mean, most dirt she's got is down there on the floor, which you can't avoid that, but we're gonna give that a little beautification too. We're gonna get these doors with a nice little medium gloss, not really with the matte finish or the high gloss, just nice really in between that just kind of eye-catchy, and it's gonna stay that way for quite a while. So we're gonna wipe all this down using my good Optimum No Rinse, and we're gonna come back and protect it with the TLC too. All right, so we're gonna see how we do in the end. And just like that, it's a wrap. Everything is well protected, clean, and sanitized. Got the seats looking a little darker, a little deeper. Gave the dash a little more depth. A little bit of gloss. Everything is good in here, baby. It's all protected. Dirt don't have a chance in this car. Even the mats got the protection. So even when they build up dirt, a good spray off will do them. You hardly ever have to use any kind of soap or detergents in here. It's looking gravy. All right. It's a wrap, and so is the car. Totally wrapped in ceramic. From the body to the headlights, tail lights, the wheels, the glass, it's all covered in the glass. And it will last, because we gonna take care of it. Look at the gloss we didn't achieve from this white paint. That's the biggest thing for me. Gloss on the white is not easy to do. But man, as you can see, we achieved quite a bit. And the more it hardens up over this next week, the more it's going to gloss. I even put the Ceratrim on the tires. It's gonna bead up the water just like the paint. Resist the dirt. She'll be able to spray it off weekly and just dry it. That's the beauty of the ceramic. All right, baby. And we got another one, baby. We got a white beauty pulling up out of here. Somebody better call Big Snow, because we got a little snow over here. This thing is icy, boy. Look at that. Even the lights major, the glass major reflection. Ooh, let's see them angles on that gloss when she back up out that thing. Look at that, look at that. Man, man. Another happy customer. I want to keep them all happy. You know how we do around here with the bulletproof bubbles, baby. And we gonna shine that big baby up next. All right.